Insert Wayne's pickle joke.
What? About 1 to 2 inches? I shared it.
I don't see that.
You did.
No, I mean
Facebook sucks. I know it's
I
on.
just shared it.
Yeah.
It hasn't caught to me yet.
So the system calls this music New Year's. It sounds like Christmas,
Say so.
more than Christmas sounds like Christmas. Like
It's like mall music.
It's just because, yeah, it sounds like
Yeah.
just like elevator music or like lobby music.
this is AI generated Christmas music.
AI still is not very intelligent.
It's not like Christmas.
No. Like it's still, AI has a lot of learning left to do.
This sounds like dad and daughter walking through the woods.
Yeah, it just
Looking-
doesn't sound like anything.
For a 4-leaf clover. You know?
Magic mushroom.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. That's all right. How you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
Been
You?
busy.
You?
Doing well.
Good?
Yeah, doing good.
How about you?
I'm okay. Very busy day. The other end of this business, we did. I put out 38 tumblers today.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Thank God Melissa was here for a while.
Yeah.
Because when you have another
Imagine.
person, like
Mhm.
I can go ahead and make them and then hand them off to her. She can box them up and ship them and be done. And we can
Mhm.
just go like
How
that.
long does it take to make one start to finish? By the time you pull it out of the box and put
You
it back
mean,
in the box.
Pending I already have the artwork.
Well,
Well, yeah,
I guess.
yeah, that's the only really way because the artwork is. I mean, it
custom always
different
takes longer.
exactly. So yeah, all right. So let's just say I have the artwork in hand. It's printed. The tumbler itself takes 3 minutes,
Mhm.
3.5 minutes to bake, and then you got to let it cool down. And the more you let it cool down, the more vibrant the colors are.
Mhm.
And then take it, put it in the box. So 8 to 10 minutes
Really?
after
That's
it
not too
cools
bad.
down. Yeah, because it cooling down is
I imagine it cools down pretty
Stainless
quick.
steel,
It's thin.
you know?
Yeah.
No, but still, I mean, it's a lot
It's
of
insulated.
It's like a vortex,
Mm.
you know, inside the cup, you know. So it takes a while. Like it's all, you know, it's
So
got
how long does it take to cool down?
about 3 to 4 minutes.
Oh, okay.
But I have it in front of a fan,
Yeah.
Mhm.
too, you know.
Mhm.
So
And you can do more than one at a time, right? You
I have a double press, yeah.
Mhm.
I should get another double press, but if I don't have another person running another double press, and when you're running 90-second cycles,
Mhm.
you know, you can't tape this up with the image,
Mhm.
you know, like this one came out really good. I think it did. Like, you know, with
Yeah,
all
that
the
one's kind of cool. All the 80s like hair bands
Mm.
and
80s,
is that
90s.
that just all 80s?
Oh, no.
Oh no, I see Red Hot Chili
Coldplay
Peppers.
is
Yeah.
on here.
Christ, Deep Purple goes back further than that.
Gorillas. The
Blink
Killers.
182.
Yeah. So Deep Purple. It's even got some 60s. I mean, it's like This one's a really cool cup. Beastie Boys in the bottom.
That's cool.
Brass Monkey Muse. I mean, there's a bunch on this one, so it's really cool.
Yeah, so I can see how that would take some time.
Yeah, so about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
If I'm going to go out and take a break, 20.
And you had 38 of them done today?
I did.
Wow. That's a lot.
But I had Melissa here.
Mhm.
So it cuts that time down in half.
Mhm.
Because as soon as I'm done, hand it
Yeah,
off
like
to
a little
her, and I
assembly
can-
line.
Exactly. It's like a Kathy Lee Gifford sweatshop.
And so you're looking at what, solid 5 hours,
Oh, easy.
Of time, yeah.
Sometimes a little longer.
right?
depending, because-
I'm even going at 10 minutes.
because it could be. I mean, I'm where I run out of transfers and I got to print more. And that's kind of what happened today. Like the big one we sell is this cassette tumbler.
Yeah.
We've sold like 1,400 of them
Oh my God.
so far.
Those are the ones you put on sale that time.
Holy cow.
And I've been trying to get another style to kind of catch fire, and it's like the only one that's catching fire a little bit is that one,
This one?
the Dunkin' Donuts one.
I can see.
I mean, and catching fire for that right there was 4 of them in the last 2 days. 2 going to
can see
Nebraska, 2 going to Woodstock.
Nice.
So, and that's not just selling on TikTok. That's on Etsy as well, plus our own website. So
Yep.
On Etsy, these are really selling a lot. The Mary Swiftmas tree ornaments.
I was going through my ornaments and I found the ones that I had that you had made for Griswold. The one you had the Griswold seal on it for one, and then there was the snowflakes down at the
Snowflake
gazebo.
Parade, yeah.
And I have that one.
I had the grizzled emblem
Yep.
on it. One was green and one was red.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Did you get the red one?
I don't remember.
No.
I think it was the red one.
Yeah, I did a red one.
And then I had one that you made of Ada. And then
potato.
so I was like pulling them all out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot I had these.
Yeah, I didn't make any kind of Griswold anything this year. The only, I'll be honest with you, the only thing that sold was the red Griswold emblem, and one customer bought like 30 of them.
Oh,
Wow.
Well, it's Christmas colors too. So, I mean, because Griswold's green anyway.
Well,
then
it's
when
not
you
why
add the
I did it.
No,
It
I know,
was-
but
it was-
it kind of just goes.
Because it was someone from the Republican Party that bought it.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. So, and none of the Democrats reached out, so there was no blue. So, no, it's
fine.
okay. I mean,
But green is Griswold.
Who wants a
so
blue Christmas, right?
I used to do my Christmas tree in blue and silver. It's pretty.
Did you? Oh, that'd be
Used
nice.
to, yeah. Blue, silver, and white.
Remember the silver trees years ago with a little color wheel?
Oh, yeah.
My grandparents had one of them, a little
Yep.
short tree. This color wheel just went around. Had like 4 colors to it.
I remember all the tinsel we used to use. Ugh, what a mess. We'd be finding that thing, tinsel just everywhere for months.
Especially if you had
afterwards.
cats too, they'd eat it.
Oh, we didn't have cats, but
yeah.
it would just be like just stuck behind the couch. And
My mother chasing the cat around with tissues trying to,
Ew.
because she'd be hanging out, running through the house. Hell yeah.
Cats are great.
Yeah.
Rich says, "Giddy up, what's up?"
We'll do it.
And then Rachel from northern South Carolina or southern North Carolina says, "Good evening, Al." Then she had another L. It's all.
Oh, I was like, ow.
Well, actually, the other L looks like the exclamation points. So, anyway, if you're out there and you're listening or watching us, say hi. Type your name in there or something.
All right, what else is going on?
Boy,
You got anything going on?
Take
Boy.
right over, huh?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
I feel like we're off to a slow start. We gotta.
Oh yeah, I know. 'Cause talking about
We gotta. Well, it's
Talking
just,
about my
it seems
tumblers
really
and products and
quiet.
stuff like
It
that.
just,
It's terrible.
It's just quiet.
She was locked up in the
You want
house.
me to start
all day.
yelling at you?
right?
You want me to start yelling at you? Is that what you
Yes.
want?
Yes, and actually, you're right. I'm like always locked up in the house working, so it's like this is like my big night out for the week. This is like I want some
No, until
excitement.
the mail-ins invite you to something.
They don't have to invite me. I go wherever I want.
See what I mean? I go to one.
I go wherever I want. I don't need an invite. I just crash places.
God, we got your wife in there, your husband, and
Oh, nice.
freaking nobody else.
That's all right.
It's
Well, that's just that one.
this is like the French Club.
But they could be. They could be on some of the other pages too.
Well, they could be. They could be. Let's see. So, one of the things that we were talking about, Rich and I were talking about before you walked in the door,
Mhm.
was there was a nasty car accident up on 395.
Yes, there was.
So my stepmother is back in the hospital again with some sort of blockage. She's had her gallbladder out,
Oh.
right?
Oh boy.
Yeah. So she's this poor lady has been back and forth and back and forth. But today she got 911 up there. So of course, I get the call and stuff. And the next call I get is, my dad, can you bring me food? So okay, can you meet me in the lobby? No. I had to come back and make cups, so, but it's okay. And then we got up there and he could have come down because she was out getting an MRI.
Was
Oh,
this
geez.
Norwich?
Yeah.
Did you get stuck in that traffic?
So that was what I was kind of getting to is we actually, I wanted to test the traffic coming out of Starbucks
In Lisbon?
because we weren't taking 395 because we got the
We
alert.
knew better, yeah.
We knew better
Mm.
because plus somebody posted it and it said on 395 and I went north or south
Mm.
because sometimes people will say 395 to you, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
catch as catch can. What side is it on? I
Right.
don't know.
Yeah. Or it's like
South, I
Killingly.
think. It was on
Huh?
the
Or it's Killingly.
south, the
Exactly.
south, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it was worse because we took 169 and that was all jammed up. And
All
why?
side roads were
Because the old exit 83. What's the exit now? 16?
I don't even
I don't know.
know.
17?
18.
Like
So I
The
don't
Occam,
know.
Whatever.
they were backed up further than
the
that.
Occam exit.
Mhm.
Everybody was getting pushed off of that exit right
Mhm.
there.
Yep.
Because it was funny because when we were coming back, Melissa goes, look, there is no traffic over there. There was
Yeah.
not one car on the other
Mhm.
side.
Weird, isn't it? Isn't it almost creepy
It
when you see that?
was, but then what we saw, well, I'll go ahead and I think you can actually describe it better than I can.
So it was weird, I thought. The picture that was posted, I guess it was a box truck
Mhm.
with a tractor trailer behind it. And that beam on the tractor trailer came right through the cab, obviously.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But everything was perfectly lined up in the breakdown lane. What happened?
There were other cars involved too. That were
I saw
in the
that
other
like Jeep
lanes.
that looks like it got hit
Yeah,
on the
there were
side.
a
or
couple
something.
of cars too.
Yeah,
in
but
the
they were
other
like
lane.
perfectly parked. That beam did not let that guy park like that.
Mm-mm.
No way.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. No idea.
Yeah, it was just strange. We were talking about it. And it's like, boy,
yeah,
that,
it was like
that
a
does
square
not.
hit, like right to the back of the
Yeah.
of the box truck.
But it hit the box truck, and they were perfectly
Mhm. Yeah,
off the side of the road.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that they were off the side. But yeah,
Yep.
you're right.
And then one Jeep there, it looked like it was part of the accident. It wasn't terrible, but it was part of it.
Yeah, yeah, there was that.
See, I mean, they're just like on the
Yeah,
side of the road.
It is. It's kind of
It
weird.
was nasty looking
there-
too.
Yo, I'm
It
sure.
was nasty looking.
I think they were
See
doing
the
something.
straps. Something happened with the
Oh, yeah,
straps. and
straps
the
are
straps are all
busted.
hanging on that beam.
Where there's been construction or road work or something happening in that area too, right?
No, not on that side. I'm going north.
Or
There's
going north
construction.
there's- Okay.
Um,
I don't know.
I don't remember anything at all on the southbound side, but
Yeah, I mean,
it was when
I'm sure we'll
we
hear
drove
about it.
back. When we were driving back, traffic was backed up about 2 miles.
They said to
Not-
Lisbon. Yeah.
No, at that point it wasn't quite Lisbon.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'll tell you, they were just
Mhm.
fishing people out.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
how
and all
about
the
that-
side roads
How
too.
about that one a few months ago on the southbound side, just before you got coming down the hill into Norristown, that concrete truck that went off the road. And the concrete, I was going to an appointment that morning, and the fire department was just pulling up. I mean, it was that close. But I don't know what happened with the concrete truck, but he went off the side of the road into the woods, and he was full. And the drum on the back broke loose and right across the cab.
Oh, Oh,
Yep.
I don't remember hearing about that.
Yeah, that was probably, it was in the warm
God.
weather. It was
Jeez.
know.
Oh, hello.
a freight train.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, that was in the
Oh,
warmer
that's
weather. But yeah, that was
awful.
one of
God, that
who,
sounds
who the hell was it? The concrete company up north of us
Ugh.
was one of them.
Don't
But
remember that.
yeah, my God, the drum was off and it was full.
Yeah. Well, I heard now there were in the surrounding roads, all the, what do you call them, secondary roads or whatever, there were all, of course, accidents there too because of all the traffic.
It was
Rubbernecking.
very heavy. Yeah.
Just,
going on?
Yeah. And just,
Spang. Oh,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
now you're part of it.
and I guess there were cops on the overpass because people were stopping to take pictures, which is how I got the pictures. Not that I stopped, but because people that were stopped up there posted.
No,
them.
there was a well, the one in the in the group. I
Mhm.
think was it you that
Yep.
posted that picture.
Mm.
Yeah, and it was somebody on the overpass. I guess they ended up putting cops up there so no one could stop to take pictures.
There were cops still, but you know how like on the 169
Mhm.
side of like Lisbon, you know, where you can get on this, it just has an on ramp on one side
Yep.
and an off ramp on. It's kind of weird.
Yep.
Mhm.
There was a police officer back there as well.
Mm.
There had to be, I think I counted 9 troopers.
They said it was backed up at one point to the Lisbon exit because people were doing U-turns on the ramp and going back. So
Yeah, I believe it. It's a mess. Complete
was-
mess. And it'll be
so-
closed for a while.
Well, when I drove by it,
well, that happened at like 1:30, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
when we came back, it was 3:15.
Yeah,
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, and it was still untouched.
untouched.
Yeah.
I thought they would have had it cleaned up. Matter of
Oh.
fact, Corville's garage, had the big trailer, the big tow truck to get
Mm.
that out of there.
Mm.
It was still
Waiting.
waiting.
Well, they
yeah.
can't. They have to do their investigation.
You got to
first.
recreate, do whatever
They
they
have
got
to
to
do their
yeah.
reconstruction. The reconstruction team was there and all that stuff. So,
Yeah, it was
and that
pretty- it was
usually
pretty
takes a
nasty.
long
I heard
time.
there was one fatality,
I haven't heard anything on it. I'm
Yeah.
assuming
Somebody
there was
said
based
something
on
about
looking at
one.
it.
and you would think it would be the guy with the beam that came through his cab, right?
I probably squished him.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh my God!
Yeah,
He probably didn't even know
did
it hit
not,
him.
I hope not,
Hope not.
but it did not look good.
No, it wasn't
But
good
I
at all.
haven't. But I haven't seen anything.
I looked at Melissa and I went, "My God, that guy got impaled."
Mm.
I mean, it was just.
Impaled. Hell, he got mowed down.
It said it took
Yeah.
them about 45 minutes or so, 45 minutes to extricate them, just based on what I was reading. Hmm. But they said transported. So
Yeah, well, that just keep the flies away. That's all
well,
that does.
well, I mean,
Somebody's got to
he had
print
to
on
have
some,
still-
and they're not doing it there.
yeah, they would do it there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would do it there. They would just cover them up and wait.
Hmm.
But yeah, because they don't transport people unless they're still have life. So I don't know.
So he was
We'll
still
see.
alive.
One would say
They
correct.
don't transport dead people to the hospital.
Hmm.
That's
So, but that's all just what through what I've seen on some of the apps and stuff that I follow
yeah.
that listen to scanners, like all the scanner heads that type everything up. That's what I saw.
There was a pretty wicked accident on Hell Hollow Road.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
read that. I read
Right in
that.
town.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was a guy from out of town.
Yeah, somewhere in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
But then the driver
But it
was
was
from
a-
local.
The guy drove. He
Voluntown.
lived there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I haven't received any kind of press release on that as follow up.
Mm.
That was
Yeah, because
pretty-
I think the guy from out of town was hurt seriously. He was transferred, I think.
He
it said,
was.
right?
The other guy was minor. Yep.
yes. I got some flack
I saw that.
for posting that. Well, it's a lot of personal information.
Yeah, I know. And I saw it. You're like,
I went,
sure
yes,
is.
it sure is. What do you want me to do?
You didn't make it up.
No,
that was an actual report.
Sure.
Mhm.
That is it's public.
Yep.
That put out by the Connecticut State Police.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yep.
It's-
Yeah,
everything
it's
is
public.
all-
It's
all
public,
public information.
I know.
You know, if you were to go down to Troop B, Troop D, Troop K, wherever, and you would say, "I'd like you to sign the book," and
Hmm.
I'd like to get. I mean, anybody. You don't have to have credentials.
Hmm.
I'd like to get the report from so and so. Okay, where blah blah blah.
Mhm.
They'll charge you a couple bucks or whatever for printing it out or copying it, and
Hmm.
that's it. So,
So, question.
and the other thing is too, it's not information that isn't that their families don't already know,
Right.
because they don't release the information
Until-
on any of
right.
this stuff.
Right.
That's why I get I get really pissed off when people in like different social media groups, will start putting stuff in, and it's like, really, their family might not even know yet.
Mhm.
It's like about a week ago, somebody put in, rest in peace, Todd Turcotte, who was a kid I knew from growing up. And I'm like, I didn't see it.
Yeah, like what happened there, right? Yeah.
Where, I've heard stories about what had happened in the bank. He just kind of, but I don't know that to be true. But what about his family?
Right.
What about his family? You don't even, not even know. And somebody's, rest in peace, Todd.
They don't need to read that before the phone rings, right? Phone should ring first.
Yeah.
There's
Or
no way to
knock
know
on
when
the
that's
door
happening.
or
though.
Sure,
something.
something, right?
But that unfortunately that happens. It's kind of.
So that kind of leads into the question I was going to ask.
What's that?
What are your thoughts on posting pictures of accidents like what you saw today? Because it's public.
It is. It is. So I've done it,
Yeah, but don't
and I've
put
done it
any
many times.
don't put any presumptions in there, though. I mean,
Right.
just
Just the photos.
listen. This is what happened. Don't know anything.
And like, for example, I got a lot. Well, especially from two people when the lady that got hit.
Yeah.
Out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yep.
in front of the post office.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got slapped quick on one of them.
I did. Now there was no picture of her.
Nope.
No.
There was a picture of one of the vehicles,
Right.
and there was, because they didn't want their like. Well, wait a minute. What do you?
Mm-hmm.
And then I got said, well, I can't blame them for being mad. I'm like, wait a minute. If Fox 61 does the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think they're going to tell you? They're going to tell you to pound sand,
Yep.
kick rocks with open-toed shoes.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Is exactly what they're going to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
But we live in such a small community.
Yep.
It's like, well, can't do this because this might piss somebody off.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then you have the other side where, people will be upset that you didn't post something because, it somehow, it got in the way of their day, or, why didn't you post something saying that the road was shut down?
There was nothing in that
thing.
picture that I posted, or any picture
That exposed anything.
Mm-mm.
that shows a license plate
Nope.
or anything.
And even that's weird. I don't understand why people even cross out license plates, because that's public also.
Paranoia.
I don't know why that.
They're paranoid. They think, these are the same people that sign up for Facebook with their first name and their middle name, right? Thinking that they're going to hide,
Yeah.
which is a bunch of shit. Because then they got 75,000 pictures of their kids up
Yep,
there.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stay private.
Mm-hmm.
Screw the kids.
Right.
Come and get them, but I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm private.
Yeah.
Well, the
I'm
ones that
just
use
another-
their names backwards.
Backwards,
So had a
I'm
couple,
just
couple of
another-
them recently.
Just another Lisa Marie on Facebook. It's true because it's like, or the one I really get a kick out of is, and I this is a rehashed joke, but it's when you have a couple
Yeah.
Sharing.
sharing
Mhm.
Facebook. It's like, okay, who cheated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
somebody's not trusting somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if it was Rich and Cheryl Canova, I'd be
Mhm.
like, okay,
What'd you do?
what'd you do? What'd she do? What'd you do?
Although I feel like that's a bit more common for older folks.
I know a guy in New Jersey. Him and his.
I see it.
I don't know if they're.
Young
I don't know if they're
ladies.
husband and wife. I think they are
30s.
for some reason. And they share a Facebook page.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why, dude?
Yeah.
Come on, seriously, why?
Yeah, I've seen it, but I've seen it with.
Or they have a
older.
shared email address.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
nope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then the ads from the porn sites come in.
Well, hey, listen.
Honey, sorry, Tom. I just, those
Mhm.
lonely nights.
So I was looking. The pictures from that accident today were taken down at a local Facebook page, not here in Griswold, but a neighboring town. They took them down because said they weren't respectful.
For what, that?
Mhm.
Really?
That's
So, but then there were other people that were like, it didn't show anything. It was
No.
just showing the dynamics of an
Yeah.
accident. It didn't show
Kind of violated their
anybody,
rights for the most part.
people, anything.
so.
So that's why I'm wondering.
Yeah. I mean, so to your point about that,
Mhm.
right? I got my own personal thing, right? I'm
Mm.
booted out of Griswold now,
Mhm.
right? Nothing I can do about
No.
it because the guy don't like me,
Mhm.
so he doesn't want me in there.
Mhm.
There isn't anything. Well, there is, but no. I told you I don't ever want you to get in trouble for.
Oh, I wouldn't. I would just never be able to get back in.
I know. I wouldn't. I would never even.
We'd both be out. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. And I was just like, when people ask me those questions, because I've admin so many different groups,
Mhm.
it's a judgment call.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just gotta let a sleeping dog lie. You know
That was way too deep, though. Way
What's
too,
that?
it was just way too deep.
what's that?
That
Mine?
whole, yeah, that whole
Oh, I don't-
situation.
Right. No, I was just using that as a
I know.
an example
Mhm.
as to what like an admin will do and how extreme that they will go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Taking a picture down, it's all subjective.
Of course.
You know, and if the admin thinks, well, it's their group, you know, and if
Yeah.
somebody don't like it, well, you pound sand and move on.
Yep.
But
I would say if you don't want pictures like that posted, then have it in the rules. You know, no pictures of accidents, emergencies,
Yeah.
blah 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 blah, whatever.
like even in our group, I mean, what I did was like I accidentally opened up the whole buy and sell thing. I'm like, oh shit. When I looked, I'm like, and now people are flooding the page with
Mhm.
like, you know, come
I
by
wasn't touching those. I'm like, I'm
No,
gonna let him
no.
deal with those.
but they were going through anyway.
Oh, I wasn't
doing
I
it
didn't
either.
approve any
No.
of them.
And then I actually went on and I turned that feature off, but then I turned it and I went and I apologized.
Yeah, I
saying-
saw that. Yeah.
It was like, oh, you know, I didn't think it was going to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was one of those notifications that I got, you know, saying, you know, why don't you go ahead and turn on this feature? You'll get
Oh yeah,
more.
they got you.
More
It
exposure.
did, yeah.
Yeah, they
It didn't.
No.
You just get people
You
trying
just
to
get spammed.
sell stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, they got spammed. That was
Yep.
really it. So we get spammed as it is,
hmm
you know, by certain
Mhm.
things. But anyway, you were going to say
I was just going to ask. So, have you ever found out about an accident or anything that somebody was involved in that you knew through social media?
yes,
You have? No, I haven't.
No.
not like a family member or you know, but
Just somebody you knew.
somebody I knew, you know, that had died,
Hmm.
and somebody had posted it, and it hadn't even. And I know this because I get all of the news. I get all of the press releases from the different towns, Connecticut
Mhm.
State Police. I even get them from the other side of the state,
hmm
you know, or whatever. But
So it was a picture posted, and that's how you found out.
it wasn't a picture; it was
Oh.
just text.
Oh no, I'm talking about like actual pictures.
No.
Because people, because
maybe.
the argument is,
Maybe.
oh, you can't post pictures because what if somebody, that's somebody's family,
Yeah, back
friend,
in-
whatever.
Back in March when my father died, we tried to keep it quiet because my niece she works nights, right?
Mhm.
So my brother didn't want her finding out in the middle of her shift that my
Right.
father died 4 hours earlier. So everybody kept it on the down low, except my oldest grandson in West Virginia. He didn't know.
Mhm.
My daughter knew, the kids all knew.
Yeah.
He talks to my niece all the time, 11 o'clock at night. He did, oh, by the way. So needless to say, the cat got out of the bag on that one.
Yep.
Hey, it happened.
I could
I
see
mean,
that.
it was
Yep.
unfortunate, but yeah, I just don't, with social media today, I don't think you can keep anything quiet. I just don't think you
So-
can.
Mm-mm.
Bob makes a comment. Don't you do the same? Well, we just talked about that.
Don't we do what?
Meaning me. Do
Oh.
I post these?
Yeah.
But
That's why we're just having
I
discussion.
don't.
That's why I'm
but I
just
don't
curious.
post anything at all that people don't
Hmm.
know about. I don't
Right.
post shit,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
that,
Mhm.
unless it's
Public.
been cleared, through the Connecticut State Police.
Listen, even
so
if
the answer to that, Bob, is no.
even if you knew the guy that died in the truck today, you're not putting it out there.
Of course not.
No.
No,
Of course not.
Geez, if it was your
That's-
brother, it'd be one thing. But I mean,
I know people that have died in car
Sure.
accidents and stuff like
Sure.
that. There was a gentleman in Lisbon that everybody knew,
Mhm.
Matt Babcock.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
god, yeah.
Okay, everybody knew Matt.
Mhm.
I was about 10 minutes in front of that accident.
Mhm.
But I didn't post anything,
No.
nor did anybody else until
Yeah.
it became public knowledge.
Yeah.
Why? Because the last thing you want to happen is have a close family member find out something tragic happened through a Facebook post
Well,
Mhm.
and that's
or
what
an
that's
Instagram post or something like that.
and that's the argument is that's why people are saying you shouldn't post pictures because they could identify a car in an accident, and that's how they find out.
Right, but it's happening right out.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Right.
So let's say
That's
you're on
what
a
I'm
busy
asking.
road. You're on a busy road. somebody's going to know the con.
Mhm.
You know, and somebody's going to say something where they should just keep their mouth shut.
Mhm.
But
Yep.
they're going to do it because they all want their freaking 5 minutes of fame.
Right.
You know, it's like, look at I just
Yeah.
reported.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
let's
that's why I
face
was
it.
asking.
It's gonna get shared.
You're driving
I'm gonna
through
get
something like that.
shares.
I'm driving. You guys are in the car. And you got your phones up, taking
Mhm.
pictures, going by. Right.
Mhm.
That's how people are today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, mind your own business for a minute. That-
Yeah.
if, you know, if there's still cops and firefighters there, leave it alone.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's why I asked what your thoughts
If the
were
tow
on
truck's
that.
hauling the car away, you know damn well there's nobody in that car.
Mhm, right.
You know, you want to take a picture of the car, take a picture of the car.
Mm-hmm.
Make your assumptions, whatever.
Mhm.
But
So I guess the post office situation is a little bit different. All I did is just post a picture of the scene. I
Mhm.
didn't.
It wasn't
post-
even the scene, really. You posted a picture
No.
of the road.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't
It
even
was
the
a
scene.
couple of troopers, but I didn't say what it was.
Mhm.
I just said situation now on
Right.
Main Street. That's all I
Mhm.
said.
Mhm.
But
I remember that blowing up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's like, well, and you know, I mean, it bothered a few people,
Mhm.
so I took it down and I feel well.
Mm-hmm.
There are
Yeah.
people. I mean, there are things that I've posted where it was things like Plainfield. We'll send out press releases. Matter of fact, boy, Plainfield sent me their arrest log. Holy
They've
shit!
been busy.
Woo!
They take the best. Them and is it Troop D take the best mug shots. I swear to God, it's like they mess with them just to get the best mug shots.
Oh yeah, I just got it. It's
I
like 21 arrests
Jeez.
in Plainfield.
oh my
It
God,
was insane.
damn.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, I'll look through it to see if there is,
If it's anything substantial.
yeah, like for example, I get them from Legend all the time,
Mm-hmm.
right? Every day there's a drunk driving thing, you know,
Mm-hmm.
$500 non-cash surety bond.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
Yeah, yeah, they're slapped on the wrist. And,
Exactly. Why would I want to?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Mm-mm.
So, yeah, let's see here. The one from the one from Plainfield, the arrest log, hilarious. Not hilarious, but
Well, not for the ones that were arrested.
let's see. Disorderly contact.
Like Johnny with his pants down over here at the massage parlor, right?
Here's one. A person failure to register as a sex offender.
Ooh.
Let's
Going
see.
after them again.
Mm.
Most of
Good.
them are drunk drivers, or I guess you could say operating
Under the influence.
under the influence of alcohol and or drugs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there was a real brutal situation in Hartford where there was this is early in the summer, where there was a pedestrian that was up on the highway. So let me ask you. Let me ask you. And if you're out there and you're listening to this right now, I want you to tell me. I'm going to tell you the story. Tell me what you would do
Okay.
if you were the judge.
Okay.
Okay. So there was a guy who was walking up an on ramp, which is clearly marked no pedestrians.
Correct.
Okay. He's drunk
Mhm.
and he continues walking, and he's walking down the highway. A lady in a Volkswagen comes in, hits him, drags him, and kills him.
Ugh.
She was also on the influence or
Ugh.
Of something.
alcohol and or it was
Mhm.
marijuana.
Yeah.
They said it was marijuana,
Mm-hmm.
and she had been drinking as well.
Mm-hmm.
She left the scene.
That was our first mistake.
Mm-hmm.
State police found
Yeah.
found her
Mhm.
in the hospital. At the hospital, like trying to get checked out or whatever, because she crashed,
Oh, okay.
but she took off.
Hmm.
She's being held right now after an investigation on $1 million bond. Yep, for a traffic violation, which ended in a death.
A death,
Mhm.
yeah.
So it wasn't manslaughter or anything like that. It wasn't manslaughter 1, wasn't manslaughter 2.
Vehicular manslaughter, none of
Wasn't none,
Nothing.
yeah. Well, manslaughter 1 is vehicular manslaughter, I believe, or close to it. So anyway, my question is is she guilty of causing this man's death?
That's a tough one.
So why
I
don't
would
you
say-
think about that for a second, and we'll take a quick break. So was she this girl? Is she guilty of killing this guy? Remember, he was drunk too.
Mhm.
Walked on a highway, clearly marked no pedestrians.
I'll throw another comparison to that when we come back.
All right, we'll be back in a second, right here on SNSN.
Life is full of choices. At Jewett City Savings Bank, we can make one choice easy, finding the right checking account. We offer a range of affordable accounts to fit your budget and needs, and each gives you the freedom to access your money the way you want, online, through our mobile app, or with your debit card. It's your money and your choice. To learn more about the account that's right for you, stop by one of our offices or visit us at jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank.
You buy better,
Better it burns,
much better.
so much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns.
You buy better, it burns. You buy better.
If you've shopped for insurance, you've gotten caught up in this trap. If you need insurance, press 1. If you need good insurance, press 2. If you need cheap insurance, press 3. Don't get stuck in this endless loop of wrong options. Call the Burns Agency today. No automated systems, no voicemail, no call centers. Real, licensed account managers here to guide you through the insurance process. From quote to purchase and long-term quality customer service. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
You buy better,
Better it burns,
much better.
so much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns.
You buy better.
Strain Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
All right, so the question is, and nobody has responded. Really? Come on.
I'm surprised Rich isn't all over this.
I'm
He must
surprised
be,
somebody's not.
He must be
Too busy looking at
must be actually working.
GIFs or something, GIFs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's usually all over this kind of legal stuff.
So the question is this: is guy walks up this is the Reader's Digest version, right? Guy walks up the on ramp. He's on something, alcohol, whatever, maybe drugs, whoever. It's clearly marked, no pedestrians, don't go here. Here comes a girl, hits him on the highway because he'd made it up to the highway.
Mhm.
She was also under the influence.
Mhm.
Is she guilty of vehicular manslaughter or manslaughter?
Whatever it is.
one,
Yep.
or whatever. Or does or is he guilty of playing a part in his own death?
Sure.
Well, definitely that.
That's my point.
hmm
You know what I mean? So like when I was looking at you, Rich, and I was saying, it wasn't manslaughter. That she didn't get charged with that. It was a traffic accident which resulted in a death. I don't know what kind of penalty, if this goes to trial, what kind of weight that would hold. But does she go to jail? I saw the mugshot. I mean, she just looks like this meek little girl,
Mm, had a
who
bad day.
had a bad day and made a bad decision. So
Mhm.
did the other guy.
Yep.
So the question is was he right? Was he
You know
wrong?
what?
Was
You know
she
what
wrong?
happens.
They were
You know
both
what
in the
happens
wrong.
in the courtroom, right? So the guy's family is all boo hoo hoo and trying to get the sympathy of the jurors, the judge, who's ever there,
Right.
because she hit him. They're not looking at the part that, hey, listen,
He was wrong, too.
she's 50% on this.
hmm Yep. No, they were both in the wrong. And I mean,
But does she
Who
suffer
was-
the I mean,
Right.
he paid the ultimate price. He's
Right.
dead,
Correct.
right?
She can't walk away free. She can't.
Okay.
She's got to get something.
Okay.
yeah, she was. Yeah,
Whether
she
it was a
broke the law.
DUI, whatever. Forget the part about hitting him. I don't know. I mean,
Does she go to jail?
And she killed somebody.
But,
Did she?
but
Yeah, she did. She hit him and killed him.
Okay.
if he wasn't there, if you'd have paid attention to
Okay.
the law too,
I'm
Yep,
driving. I'm
agreed.
driving on Route 138.
Yep.
Okay. All of a sudden, some dude darts across the street.
Mhm.
He's not drunk. I'm not drunk.
right?
All right, and he's wearing dark clothes, and it's 8:30 at night in January.
Mhm.
He bounces off my grill and dies.
Mhm.
Is that my fault?
No.
That one wouldn't be.
Okay, so what
What's
I'm
the
saying
But
is
it's there's a
What's
big
the
difference.
Well,
The under the influence,
the driver's
and
under
she
the
drove
influence.
away.
But if the right, but
She
She
should still
drove
the
get
away
a
guy
from an
wasn't up on the
accident.
highway.
No, I get
She
that, but
could've
she
hit
should. I'm
something
thinking
else.
she should still get a DUI charge.
Yeah,
I understand that.
Yeah.
That I agree.
Yes.
That I agree.
As far
she
as
broke the law.
hey, sorry, I hit your son, brother, husband, whatever. I don't know.
But
Yeah.
you see what I mean?
Yeah,
You
I
know,
mean,
it's like,
So how does that play now with this guy in New York? Was it Daniel Penny?
oh
Just
yeah,
got
yeah, that's another good one.
So why is Derek Chauvin still in jail?
Right.
He did the
Oh,
same
you
thing.
mean- You mean the Minnesota cop?
Yeah,
Mhm.
did
Yeah.
the same thing. Control a guy, prevent people from getting hurt. I mean, the whole story. It's all there.
Mhm.
Same thing on
Yeah,
the subway.
I hadn't even thought of that. And
So why
comparing
is
the
Derek
two.
Chauvin still in jail?
Different laws, different states.
Well,
It's possible.
that's a problem.
Hmm.
I mean, if it's a federal charge, it should be.
What was federal about either one of them?
No, I'm
No,
saying
I don't
if
think either
it
one of them
was-
are
If it was
federal.
a federal charge, it should have been the same
Yeah,
charges right along. But
yeah, I don't think it
Same
was
thing
federal.
took place. The headlock, the whole 9 yards, and
Mhm.
2 people died. Nothing different about it.
Didn't it come back though that the one in Minnesota was a drug overdose?
He was on something. His autopsy proved he was on something.
But
I
I
forget
thought-
what. I forget what.
It wasn't the cause of death an overdose or no? I thought that's,
what
what it came
that's what
back.
Summer's saying, but
Oh,
Derek
okay.
Chauvin's
That
still in
wasn't-
jail.
Oh, all right. I haven't followed it that closely. I
Him
thought
and the
there
other
was-
the other 3 cops. I think,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, 1 or 2 of them went to jail for
Well,
it,
at
I thought
least
they
one of
all-
them did.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought they all did.
Yeah.
and they all lost their jobs. Forget it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's over. But it shouldn't be. This guy got to walk. Why isn't Chauvin out of jail? Why aren't those guys out of jail?
Yeah. Interesting.
All right. So here's the couple of things. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a spousal alert. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh boy,
So here's Rich.
I told you I was like he's
Yep.
going to be all over this.
he was in the books.
Yeah, he was.
He says guilty by being a DUI,
Hmm.
action caused accident, possibly always manslaughter, but she wasn't charged with manslaughter.
It could be changed to manslaughter. It could still be changed to that. They can change charges.
They can do anything they want,
They
but I
got
don't think
her
they're
on-
going to.
They got her on $1 million bond.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not manslaughter
Exactly.
with that kind of bond. I would think it is,
I
or
think-
that they're planning it to be.
Or negligent homicide
Yeah.
or something, right?
$1 million
Whatever
is a
whatever
lot.
carries a bigger charge. I
For
don't
that.
know.
It's like what happened to see, what about this guy that hit Rich DuPont
Mm.
on Route 12?
Oh yeah, he's gonna pay.
Oh yeah. yeah.
That guy's gonna pay.
Yep.
Yeah. See, now I don't know what he's been charged with.
I forget.
If any, I don't.
I know
don't-
was
it's
charged.
DUI.
but
He
he's
was.
out.
Yeah.
He's out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm thinking
Pending trial.
75,000, something like that.
Was it?
It
That's
wasn't-
what it was.
I think so.
I think he should have been. I think that should have been $1 million+ bond.
Yeah, he killed somebody while under the influence.
Well, that hasn't been proven yet. That's
Oh, I thought it
speculation.
was.
Uh-uh.
Oh.
Nothing has been.
Well, I know he hasn't gone to trial, but I mean, they tested him and he was found to be under the influence, right?
I thought so too.
I don't know that.
Oh, I thought that was
I
already
don't know
confirmed.
that to be true. I have not seen anything about him
Gotcha.
at all
Hmm.
being under the influence. I'm not saying that he wasn't,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen anything. Did they test him? Maybe.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
But there was nothing in any kind of press release.
I would think so.
Hmm.
No, you sure? I thought there was.
I thought there was. What was the guy's name? DuPont. What was his first name?
Richard.
Rich. Yeah, if you can find something.
Mm.
All right, now your wife says you are not at fault. Like when someone plays chicken with cars and misses.
Oh,
But-
we know about that personally. Yes.
Mm. Yeah. But the difference, though, is that these people were under the influence and left the scene of an accident. So there's more to it than just somebody darting out, like in the example you gave or the one Cheryl just mentioned.
Mhm.
It's not just somebody darting out in front of you.
Man, that
You
was
know
my
what?
car.
I know. But while you're driving and you're not under the influence and,
Mhm.
and all of that.
But he was.
Right. He was, but the driver wasn't.
Right.
So to me, and you didn't hit him and leave.
And his mother was actually held accountable for the damages because he didn't have anything.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Okay, so the guy who hit Rich DuPont, William Stonier,
Okay. Yep.
Mhm.
Stonier, Stonier, was charged Monday with illegally operating a motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
Just got charged.
No, this
Oh,
is no.
back when it happened.
Yeah, this. So this was back on October 18th.
Okay.
So he was charged with that and also illegally carrying a firearm.
He had a firearm.
Mhm, that's
yep.
right.
So I think
that's a
that's
big
the
charge.
reason for the low bond. But I think they were trying to make it high enough that maybe he wouldn't get bonded out. But I'm sure there will be other charges.
Well, I think he's out.
He is out.
Hmm.
He bonded
Sorry, I
out.
forgot about the gun too. Huh?
So, but of course they have to do all that. You know,
The guns are
investigation.
the gun
yeah.
charges
So
are irrelevant.
It also says in this press release that the police expect to file additional charges.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, there's going to be that's going to be a manslaughter charge.
Mhm.
It won't be a murder charge.
No.
That's hardly ever. That's hardly ever done in car accidents.
Mm.
He was released on $150,000.
It was
bond.
150. I thought it was 75.
I thought so too. Yeah.
And scheduled to appear November 13th. So I mean, we could go to the court thing and look and see what happened on November
Yeah, right.
13th. But
It's just getting continued.
Rich says they usually charge with as many charges as possible to cover the bases, which
Sure.
is right.
Mhm.
Bond is also set on their past criminal records.
Hmm. Yeah, so he only had 150, but that was only for driving under the influence
Now I've
and carrying a
heard
gun.
rumors, and I don't know.
I don't know.
I heard, and could be total bullshit, but I heard he was a recovering alcoholic, and again,
Fell off.
This is nothing more than speculation. It's not necessarily true or false, but I've heard it from a number of people, and that he fell off the wagon
Mm-hmm.
that night to celebrate. I don't know.
Ugh.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
I hope not. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't anything that was on purpose. But still,
well, it was. I mean, he drank and then he drove. That's to me, that's purpose.
yeah. Well, you know what I mean. He didn't go out
right,
looking
right.
for him with a
Look,
gun.
right, yeah.
But also
and-
part of that, one of Camputaro's trucks, I think, took out a pole down there. and
Yeah.
Came around the corner, and rather than, I don't know if the guy was laying in the road or what happened, but rather than go through that mess, he ended up going off the side of the road and smacking that pole, and broke a pole
Yeah. Yep.
with the
To
American
avoid
truck.
it. Mhm.
How long ago was that?
That was the same accident.
Same accident.
The pole was snapped.
Right after, what is it, Lee that comes out?
Mhm.
As you're coming around that bend heading into Lisbon, you'll see a brand new pole there. And supposedly
Was
that
he
was
trying to avoid the guy?
Yeah, trying to avoid the
he
accident.
tried to avoid
Yeah,
the
yeah,
accident,
yeah.
I think, and rather than go plow through the accident,
Sure.
he took out the pole with
Smart.
one of American's trucks because they were probably doing a night paving job somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, they're.
I'd have done that
roads up and
too.
down.
You know,
Yeah.
that was smart. Good on the driver
Mhm.
to do something like that. Have at least a sense of mind, to turn that big old truck out of the way.
Phew.
Something,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Would have made a mess even worse.
So here we go talking about rumors. That's what I heard for a rumor.
Oh, now we're going rumors.
Santa Claus isn't real.
What?
Come on.
Yes, he is.
Disney bought TikTok.
Somebody was going to. I'm surprised it's Disney.
Disney.
Is that like 100%?
It's 100%
Huh.
fake news.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like,
It's all over TikTok.
is it? I haven't seen. I haven't been on.
There's a parody news channel called something about the mouse, and it's
Okay.
all supposed to be like fake
Oh,
news
gotcha.
along with
Like
Disney.
satire type.
Exactly.
Yeah, gotcha.
And they went right through the beginning and the end to saying, if you happen to die on one of the rides at Disney while scrolling TikTok, you cannot sue them.
Mhm.
It's part of their terms and conditions.
Yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see what happens with TikTok because the Supreme Court just upheld the banning of it. So
It's not going to go anywhere.
no, someone's going to buy it, or there's some kind of loophole. There's something there's so much advertising and things on there there's so much money in it. Something will happen where it'll
There's
be saved.
too many American jobs. There's 1,500 Americans in the United States that work for TikTok.
1,500.
1,500.
That's really not that much.
That's,
though.
that's not a lot.
No,
yeah.
that's not a lot at all.
It's more than American Industries.
Well,
Well,
it?
geez, hello.
No,
Um,
what I'm saying is that it's a decent sized company. And I mean, would you rather lose 100 jobs or 1,500?
Mm.
That's a lot of jobs.
across all the U.S.
No,
Oh.
of course not. When you're talking about, some sort of ratio model.
Oh, yeah, I don't
But
think
if
they
you're
care
going to
about
shut
how
down
many
a company
jobs.
for 1,500 jobs, I think that sucks.
Yeah,
Especially when it doesn't have to.
I think they're probably looking at it as it's only 1,500 jobs, so why not shut it down? Because it's only
divested.
1,500.
If anything, the worst thing that's going to happen is the company will get divested.
Yeah, that's what somebody's going to buy it.
Especially with Trump coming in,
Mm-hmm.
he's not going to do anything to it.
No, mm-mm. I see, or
He's gonna
Elon
save
Musk.
it. He's gonna-
I see Elon Musk or somebody buying it, or one of the companies that he
What's
has.
the rumor?
Cuban.
What's the rumor
Something,
with
yeah.
him? He's MSNBC.
Elon Musk?
Elon.
No,
Wow.
They're talking about Elon buying something.
Twitter. He bought Twitter.
no.
No, so I mean, is this something that's like still in the works?
NBC. That
Nah.
would be interesting.
I thought there was something out there about Elon going to buy something similar to like MSNBC or something.
I don't know. Oh, actually, ABC.
ABC.
He's trying to buy ABC.
Rumors of Elon Musk acquiring ABC have circulated, but there's no credible evidence yet. What the hell is that noise? Oh, peaches.
Gotta it's got to be.
There's no credible evidence that that's any good music either.
Nope.
No.
I guess, yeah, it looks like maybe that was rumor. I'm not seeing anything that's like, no, I'm not, but that would be funny.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, TikTok, somebody's going to buy it.
Yeah.
Or there'll be something right behind
Who
it to
owns it?
replace it.
Justin just said Elon made a joke about buying MSNBC
Oh, okay.
on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah. I knew there was something out there. Who owns TikTok? Chinese?
It's a Chinese company called ByteDance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember when the CEO went before Congress a year or two ago to testify, and it was embarrassing. Do you remember that? Like the questions that were asked by like the Congress
Yeah, they
people,
obviously didn't know what the hell they were talking
They had
about.
no idea how the internet even worked,
And
or Wi-Fi, how it worked. Like I'm
Yeah.
not even joking. It was bad,
Yeah.
like really bad, and it was embarrassing.
Probably
What
put
are you-
put the best of the best up there, didn't
oh
they?
my god!
Well, you know what the funny thing is
It was
that
so cringy.
TikTok is so incredibly crazy scared about letting. They're tight with their rules. They are absolutely. They have ratcheted everything down.
There's some countries.
Unless you're a 22-year-old female with large breasts.
No, of
There's
course.
some countries
You know,
that
then
have
you
banned
can-
that, correct?
Yes.
There are countries that have banned TikTok.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't even understand why. I don't go on TikTok.
India
I don't know.
being one of them. I believe.
I don't go on
I
TikTok, so I
don't
couldn't
know.
tell you.
It's losing its popularity.
Is it?
No, just like everything
Reels
else.
is getting, and
Oh, yeah.
YouTube Shorts are gaining
Yeah.
popularity.
See, I don't watch Facebook Reels because it's really just an old repeat of what's on TikTok.
No,
That's what I find. Like it's stuff that I've seen
No.
on TikTok like a week or two ago, and then I see it on Reels on Facebook.
I don't at all.
You know what I've
That's all
noticed?
I see.
I've noticed lately on some of the reels, if the comments are done through Instagram, that let's say there's 6 comments, they just keep repeating themselves.
Mhm.
It's not like new comments all the way through, like live comments would be.
Well, they're trying to trip the algorithm that way.
That's what it's
So
all
it'll get
about.
sent out to other people.
Yeah, and it's got something to do. Somebody said something about the ones that they want you to double tap. It's like, yeah, if you double tap it, it gives them more. I don't even know what, but
So here's the thing about TikTok and Facebook and social media, type of platforms. They have an algorithm to see or try to gauge what is popular, what is not popular, what should get sent out to who and why and where. People think, and this is like you could post something on social media and they won't really watch it, but then they'll go to the comments thinking they're helping and then just post in a comment like 7 laughing face emojis. That doesn't do anything. Matter of fact, it hurts you.
Yeah, I don't see
It
how that would
hurts
help
you.
anything.
Yeah, but it hurts you because the algorithm looks at that and goes, "Oh, okay, this." They're just trying to.
Oh, I
No.
see. I see
They're
what you're
saying because they want what they call meaningful engagements
Mhm.
and
Oh, like when they put the hot looking chicks doing plumbing, electrical, and sheetrock work, right?
Correct.
Look at the comments it draws, right?
Mm-hmm.
if it's
Or the
if people
views.
are typing 5 words or more,
Yep.
then that is a meaningful. It doesn't matter what it is.
And they're getting more.
Exactly,
Yep.
and that's why that stuff gets sent
Sure.
out a lot.
Sure.
Which
Because
is
you have sexually frustrated men who are sitting there going hamana 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 hamana. You know, so
it's strange though because I think more people are gearing toward using emojis to rather than words. So if the algorithm is
they're
looking
lazy.
for right, but that's what I'm saying. But that's where a lot of it's going. So if the algorithm's looking for words,
Yeah.
I don't think that's what they're going to be finding a lot of. They're
So
gonna
if
be finding
people are
emojis.
commenting, you know, like just a laughing emoji, or it's hurting you, it's not helping you.
Mhm.
Just,
But
move
nobody,
on.
yeah, see that, and I think, and this sounds sad, but I think people just they don't have the attention or the time to sit there and type out a comment.
But
They'd
they
rather
do.
just use an emoji,
No,
but they
do.
don't have a preference for it.
They're lazy.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
They're lazy.
But that's what I'm
just
saying.
it.
So the algorithms are all
So in other words, no, and the reason is because now that's why the algorithm doesn't like that.
right.
Because when they do that, it's like, okay, you don't have the time, or you didn't care enough about this post
Mhm.
to write something.
Or the post wasn't good enough for you
Take the
to
time.
take the time to post something. Yes.
Yeah,
It was okay, but it wasn't great. Yeah.
yeah. See, I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't comment on things usually anyway. So even if it is really good, I'm just like, oh, it's really good, and
Yeah.
keep
Mm.
scrolling,
Mm.
or I share it. I'll send it to somebody else.
So Justin said, always check the comment section. It's the best comedy in the world. It
In
is
times,
if
yes.
people are actually commenting.
Well, and if it's a really good video, if it's really funny,
Yeah.
or if it's something about some current event making fun of something, the comments are usually like hysterical. I know there's a sheriff's office or something in Florida where they actually arrest whoever they're arresting and they put them on blast. They make videos of the guys they're arresting for doing dumb shit and they make them look like fucking idiots. And the comments are gold. And that's the kind of stuff that absolutely the comments, you'll see people a lot more engaged in that. But just your everyday
People love a train
stuff.
wreck.
Yeah.
They love a train wreck.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
I you know what I thought would be funny is those viral dances that
Yeah.
go on, right? Like one of them is called the apt dance now. Dun, 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 dun,
I'd have to
dun,
hear
dun,
it.
dun, dun. I think we should do that.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
That's the funny part. You just try them. You
Yeah. I
know.
don't know.
See, you quit being uptight and white. I mean,
I am
Jesus.
uptight and white.
I mean, I think that would be freaking hilarious. You imagine Paul,
Oh, jeez.
doing like,
He'd
imagine me.
He'd break a hip. He'd break a hip.
Yeah. I just see it now though. I go for like an interview at some point in the future and they
But
start
there's no-
pulling
Was this
up.
you?
Yeah, is this you doing the stupid
wait a
dance
minute.
on TikTok?
But what is damaging about that?
Because it eats into my credibility and,
This doesn't
and
eat up in your
absolutely
credibility.
in my world it definitely
Oh, come
does.
on. Well,
that is
then-
not that is completely
they're
frowned upon in the corporate world.
Ridiculous. You're not allowed to have fun, right? You gotta.
Oh yeah, I can, but I
Oh,
just
as
don't
long as
post it
it's-
all over social media. But yeah, I have to. There's a limit where I can go with stuff like that. I have to be really careful with stuff like that.
That's bullshit. I don't care. I'm gonna scream bull.
That's fine.
I
You
think
can
that's
call
your way.
bullshit.
I think that's your reasoning to say you really don't want to
Absolutely
do it.
not, because we have not hired people because of their social media.
Good. That.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
yeah,
a big
and-
thing.
Yeah. Okay. If you're doing something that's like rude and
No, because it shows their personality, and sometimes
you're not
we
allowed to
will
have
not.
personality.
They don't
We
want.
will-
They just want.
No, not that. There are just certain things
They want
that
Paul Lash.
you look for that you can get a pretty good sense of people by going through their social media. Yeah,
Wow.
and that's one of our big things when we're interviewing. We definitely go through social media.
You want to do them with me? You and Wayne.
Okay, you get Wayne to sign up for that and let me know.
Who are the old guys?
Yeah,
We'll
mm.
do. I mean, we'll do it. Like we'll do it.
Put on a hula skirt and go out in the parking lot.
Or
or
you just
something.
have the retirees do it.
I'm
Retiring
not going
row.
to ask them to do it if I'm not.
And
gonna
yeah, that's
be
true.
with
Yeah,
them, you
yeah,
know
that
what I
makes
mean?
sense. Yeah, yeah.
You know, do it with the SNS thing.
Kathy
or
won't
SNS.
do it, but she'll hold the camera.
Yeah, I would. I
See?
would hold the camera.
See?
I'll support you in any way.
It's got
I
nothing to
can.
do with her personality at that point,
To
right?
support the camera too.
I have to worry about the impression I'm giving off
Mm.
in my work life.
Oh my god!
Hmm.
They better not tape you at Cranky's.
They don't.
Yeah. Hey, I know a
Well,
guy's
maybe somebody is.
I know a guy who's a retired state cop, and he was good with that. But when he went to work for the federal government, the first thing they wanted was his Facebook password.
Yeah.
And he says, "I don't have Facebook." And they said, "Give us your password." He says, "I don't have Facebook." And the guy don't. He truly doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, he texts. That's about it.
hmm
And yeah, that was the first thing they asked him. And this is just a guy to ride the ferry boat, checking IDs for people going to Plum Island.
Oh, gee. Oh, yeah, Plum Island. Yeah.
You know, I mean,
I'd
but
like
it's
to
a federal
go to Plum
job. You know, I mean, no matter how you look at it.
hmm
There's some crazy shit going on out there.
Oh, I bet. Stuff they don't talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Are there like humanoids out there?
Possible, I guess. I don't know.
Come on, you should know.
I don't know anything about Plum Island.
What do you know?
I work in oncology.
What do you know?
I don't deal with viruses
You
and
know.
stuff like that on Plum Island.
They grow it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're growing something.
Yeah.
My dad
I
is
don't know.
infatuated with the whole Plum Island thing.
That's
He
like
goes, yeah, there's a 100-pound chicken out there.
that's like what, Area 51. You'll
Yeah.
never know, right?
Yeah.
I always find it cool going by it on the when you're on the boat.
Speaking
On
of
the
social
ferry.
media, have you heard all the things about supposedly like aliens and stuff that was supposed to happen on December 5th?
No.
No.
You gotta get a troll account or
Yeah,
something.
I'm on social media. I never saw anything like that.
Yeah, right.
You're at some wacko side of you and your brother. Have some screwed
Well,
up
we
shit.
do, but no. I mean, I see a lot of. I mean, mine's kind of all over the place, but I didn't see anything like that. The aliens were supposed to come.
Yeah, there's supposed to be like a fight in the sky between the aliens, not between us and the aliens. But
Jeez.
then there was some guy who did a video. He goes, well, we all heard about this. Because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen actually in a minute. He goes, but they goes through a whole thing around to kind of keep you engaged. And he goes, finally, you know what's gonna happen? This way. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing is
Exactly.
going to happen.
Although there were drones above New Jersey. Did you hear about that?
It was something
Like
with some drones.
car-sized drones or something above
mm.
New Jersey. And then I saw people saying, "Oh, well, it's Amazon delivering all the packages that everyone's ordering. They need bigger drones to deliver everything." But yeah,
Justin says Lyme disease came from Plum Island allegedly. I heard that too.
Well,
Yeah, I
it's
heard that
hey,
a
it's
long
right
time
down
ago.
there. It came from Lyme. They know that.
Yeah.
You know, that's where it
that's right,
originated.
yeah.
Via Plum Island.
Who knows? We'll never know for
It's
sure.
quite possible.
I want to go see the 100-pound chicken. That's dinner.
Or is it like part chicken, part like Chihuahua? Or like, like
It could be.
just like
I'll
hybrids?
ask my
Like
buddy. Hey, what can you
weird,
get me? What can you
weird
get me?
hybrid
Oh.
Come on,
type of
give me
animals
something
out
to work
there.
I don't think he's ever. I don't
probably
think
can't
when he
even
gets.
get
I don't
on.
think he ever gets off the boat.
He probably
I
can't.
don't.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a minute to wrap things up and talk about what's going on tomorrow and Thursday. We've got a new guy that's going to come in on Thursday for Psychic
Ooh.
Thursday. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Heard the new
Yeah.
guy was coming.
Yep. And we'll talk about that in a minute right here on SNSN. Whoops.
Is it safe to visit the dentist? In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
All right, we're back.
Hello.
We're back. All right. So tomorrow, who's in tomorrow?
Tomorrow,
I think I
Wednesday.
am.
You are?
I think so. I said I could be.
You think? I don't know.
Paul apparently is
Wayne,
not.
I think Wayne says, yeah, and I told him I could be if he needed to.
Yeah, I can be. Yeah,
like
because
he
somebody
was-
said it was Paul's birthday tomorrow. Is that true? Did I,
I don't
read
know.
that?
I asked him, and he has
he's
not.
I think he's in December, right?
I don't know.
No, he's not coming in tomorrow.
No, but I think
maybe that's why.
yeah.
He has not. Nope. He has not answered the question I asked him if he wasn't coming in because of that. Because
Oh.
that would be the exact time he'd want to come in.
Yeah.
You know, we'll give him cake,
We could get him cake.
and we'll get him a new cat.
Rich texted me.
Okay, alert the media.
I just did.
Oh,
He said that one of his partners at work, they actually went through her Facebook and took pictures and things off of her social media and asked her to explain each and every one of them during her
Really?
interview.
Wow.
wow.
And explain the context and the background and all that stuff.
he put it in the group too. I just didn't get to
okay.
it yet. Yeah.
Yeah,
Trying to catch up with that.
crazy.
That's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So people aren't allowed to have a life.
No, they can. They just can't put it out
under
there.
somebody else's guidelines.
No, you can have a life. You just can't put it on social media. I can still have fun. I just don't have to post about it.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
all.
So Thursday we have a new Swami.
You got a new one coming.
We have a new Swami.
Who's the new Swami?
Take a guess. He went with us Friday.
Oh, really?
Because he was invited.
No,
he actually
was
wasn't. He
not.
kind of just tagged along. He just kind of followed.
I wasn't invited.
Nobody was.
Bullshit. Because I heard you go, you guys going? You guys going? And I'm standing there.
Because it's every first Friday of the month.
Yeah.
It's just go. That's all we do. We just show
No, I
up.
can hear you now. Don't talk to Menarski about that. Don't.
Wednesday.
You're right. That's exactly what we
Paul,
did.
Yeah.
Paul, Daryl, and Mike.
On Wednesday?
That's what it says.
Oh, okay.
But
Paul,
then,
Daryl's not coming tomorrow.
no, I know.
But Daryl is going to be the new Thursday
The new
Swami.
Swami?
He
That's
is.
cool.
That was confirmed.
He'll be good
in
for
here.
that. That'll be
Yeah.
that'll be
He's-
fun.
No, yeah, he's going to the concert tonight. Wayne's going to the concert tonight.
I don't
know.
I'm available.
And he can't do Thursday. I thought he said something
We'll
about
figure it
Wednesday.
out.
Wednesday I'll come in. He said he'll come in Wednesday because Paul told him it's his birthday and he's not coming in.
Oh, okay. So no Paul on
So
tomorrow
Wayne
night.
will be here tomorrow. I guess with the new guy.
Nope. New guys Thursday.
No, Wednesday. It's right there.
I don't know. It's all messed up. There's so many
But
text messages
Paul's
in
not
here.
coming in, so Wayne's going to come in
Oh,
for Paul. And of course, then there's Thursday. I guess Wayne can't do Thursday. So I guess Daryl's going to do it too.
Daryl's coming in on Thursday. Daryl's going to come and do Psychic Thursday with us with Lisa and Joyce from Crystal Visions.
Mhm. So you're good there. Then Friday was just kind of like up in the air.
Friday was crazy last week.
Friday was up in the air.
that was fun.
That was fun.
That was good. I think
Yeah.
it's good when we have a lot of people.
Yeah.
Mm.
It makes it just, yeah, I think it's just more fun. All right. So we just got to figure out tomorrow.
No, tomorrow's.
Yeah, but he just said Daryl's not tomorrow.
According to Wayne,
That's how we got to figure out, confirm.
Well, I asked Daryl.
Well, because then Wayne did say, "Can Kathy or Rich do Wednesday show with Mike and I?" But
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I asked
I
Daryl
could.
So many texts.
in a text message,
Mm.
Yep.
and I said,
No.
"Can you do Psychic Thursday?" And then I said, "Oh, and Wednesday is open too." And then all he said to me was, "Psychic Thursday, 5:30? Yeah, okay." And that was it.
okay,
So he didn't respond. about
Wednesday,
tomorrow.
Wayne was looking for somebody. So,
Okay.
but
I don't know. Whoever shows up, shows up. We'll be here.
That's right.
Somebody will be here.
Let Wayne sort it out tomorrow.
Well, you and I will be here. We know
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah. I can be here.
You cannot be.
Oh, I can. Yeah.
Right?
So just have people show up, just like what happened on Friday. People
That
show
sounds
up, and we'll get her done.
We bring in the crowds.
So, all right. So Kathy will be back tomorrow talking about why she's so uptight and white.
I'm so uptight.
Well, if you were married to Rich Waslick, you would be too.
He's a tough dude.
Yeah, I don't know how he keeps a schedule he does. He's nuts.
Oh my god.
He's working a double right now.
Oh,
He
is he really?
He went in for 3, and he'll be working till 7 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Freaking insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And you're like, not me.
I've done it, but no.
Not anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Not anymore. All right. So we'll see y'all tomorrow.